When you think of the most interesting content creators on YouTube, two words that probably do not come to mind are think tank. However, many of the top think tanks in the country use YouTube to disseminate their thinking on YouTube. The Aspen Institute, the Carnegie Council, the Center for American Progress, American Solutions, all of these think tanks use YouTube to disseminate the thinking of their top thinkers. Now, one of the leaders in this space is definitely the Heritage Foundation. The Heritage Foundation has been on YouTube for almost 2 years, has posted over 300 videos. And wait! Before you start snoozing thinking that think tank footage on YouTube is boring, check out their channel. Rob Bluey is the director for the Center on Media and Public Policy at the Heritage Foundation, and he's the brains behind their YouTube channel. Robert, how in the heck do you make think tank content exciting?
Well, Steve, as you can probably imagine, it's a challenge to do that on any level, whether you're producing a video or whether you're writing a policy paper. To make information exciting is a challenge, and it's something that we think about, though, because when we're producing these videos, after all, we do want to make sure people are watching them. I think what we've come down to, though, in the last 2 years that we've been doing YouTube videos, is the key is to really make them educational. I mean, after all, when somebody walks away after watching a YouTube video of ours, we want to make sure that they come away with a basic understanding of why we care about this public policy issue and why they should care about it, why it's significant in their lives, and why, they should pay attention to what Congress is doing. So whether you're talking about energy policy or the war on terrorism, it really doesn't matter. The key is to sit down with the analyst who is writing about this and doing the video for Heritage, and to make them convey it in a way that the average American will understand, or the average YouTube viewer will understand. And I think that's what we're really trying to do. I think YouTube's really been a great supplement to the research that we produce on our website, and really geared toward Congress. I think that it's going to continue to be a success, and we're going to continue to try to experimenting with different ways that we can have an impact on YouTube.
What do you consider a success for any given video? And how do you target specific audiences with your clips?
Good question, Steve. I think with most people, they probably look at the number of views and determine whether that's the video is a success or not. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's always the case with Heritage videos, because we are targeting different audiences, primarily Congress. I mean, after all, Heritage was created to impact Congress and educate Congress about public policy. So, when you take a video and if it really, motivates people on Capitol Hill to do something, then I think that that's just as significant as having tens of thousands of people look at it on YouTube. Now, obviously, we do pay attention to the number of people who are watching videos, and the most popular video that we've ever done was with former Attorney General Ed Meese last year during the immigration debate. Not only did we do one with Ed Meese, but we also did one with Izzy Ortega, who works here at Heritage, in Spanish. So we got the information out both in English and Spanish. And the target audience for that was much broader than Capitol Hill. We were trying to educate all Americans about what was in this immigration bill. And it was a great success. Rush Limbaugh linked to it, and several other bloggers and websites picked it up because it did really communicate a message in an effective way. So that was a clear measure of success. And, we continue to monitor YouTube videos all the time to see who's picking them up, to make sure that they're being watched, and to try to find new ways that we can reach out and have an effective message beyond Capitol Hill.
Democrats, and in particular Barack Obama's campaign, have gotten a lot of credit for the use of the internet in this election. Now, the Heritage Foundation leans to the right. Do you think the criticism that Republicans don't understand online strategy as well as Democrats do is a fair one?
Why am I not surprised you asked me that question, Steve? It's one that I'm asked quite often and happy to answer. I think that the left clearly does have an advantage online. I mean, they clearly did during the 2006 elections, and in the time period since, I think we've narrowed that gap on the right, but I think that there is one that still exists. I think if you look at the impact of YouTube in particular on political races, I mean, you think of George Allen's macaca moment or Conrad Burns falling asleep. Yeah, clearly the left used new media to its advantage, but I think the right has been using it to a policy advantage in some cases as well. I remember during the debate over the children's health program last year in Congress, there was a YouTube video parody of what the Democrats were going to do to pay for the program that was very popular. And I also think about Newt Gingrich's recent videos to help promote his Drill Here, Drill Now petition. I mean, they went to gas stations and talked to average Americans about the impact that it was having on their lives. And I think that really was a factor in terms of driving that petition up over 1 million signatures. So yes, the right, is still playing catch up to a certain extent, and I think will continue to do so even after this year's the presidential election. But at the same time, I think that we're making gains, and I continue to hope that we do make progress. I mean, after all, it's the way we're going to succeed and achieve our goals in Congress and make America a better place to live.
Now, Robert, you have a lot of serious thinkers at the Heritage Foundation coming together to come up with solutions for the world's most pressing problems. However, there's one burning question I think we all want to know, which is, what is the most popular YouTube video that has been passed around the Heritage Foundation offices?
I can't say I know what the single most popular video is, but I do know there are a lot of fans at Heritage of what the crew over at Newsbusters is doing with the News Busted series. Matt Sheffield has created a great product there, and I think that's for all of us serious people here at Heritage, it's great to have a laugh once in a while, and I encourage him and other conservatives to try to continue to do things like that, so we can lighten up and have a little fun sometimes.